Hello everybody, how is it going? So, we are back with playing Law until I lose, or the sim bugs. Gotta have a failsafe. I figured I would continue this a bit, just because I always like practicing Law on the sim. Always trying to get better, and this is a good excuse to play a whole lot of Law. So, first match is against a Lucci. A matchup I honestly considered kind of harder in the OPO, was it OP03 he came out? Yeah, the OP03 meta. I still think it's Law favored, but they can have if they see the cards that, you know, they need at the time, the matchup can be a bit rough. But he likes to go second, which is good for him, bad for me. Starts with a brand new. I start with nothing. I could have played a Bonnie. Honestly, Bonnie is kind of reasonably safe in this matchup, so I definitely maybe could have played one, but still, don't really like to. I just play Zoro turn 2, he swings at me for 7, I just pick up a Dodon, and then I get absolutely slammed by an Impact Wave when I swing for 5. Yep, that was definitely a misplay. I kind of didn't even think about him having 2 down up, and just no thoughts, head empty, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something I guess to be a bit more aware in matchups like this. The more common one you're going to run into is Whitebeard. They're all playing like 4 Red Hawk, so on that turn 2 when they usually leave 2 up, just don't attack. Unless you have nothing on your board, then I guess go for it, but don't just want to get punished really hard by Red Hawk. Obviously, I feel like this is a bit more punishing because it hit my Zoro, and the starter deck Zoro at that, so yeah, a little bit rough. He'll play Sabo, give it Dawn, and this is my leader effect turn. We play one of the Bonnies, find a Law. I play the other one because I want a Zoro too, and I hit the Zoro too. So yeah, greed paid off. I could activate Sanji, but I don't think I want to go down to 1 life just yet. I'll leader, you know, do the usual stuff. Swing 5 with Zoro. He'll take. And then I debate going 1 Dawn here or leaving it for the Radical Beam. I end up just swinging 6 because, yeah, I was thinking for quite a bit, by the way. This is this is sped up. But yeah, I swing for 6 just so I guarantee get a card from him, or he takes the life, and he takes the life. And we'll just pass. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see Lucci. I love Lucci as a character, so that's always cool. Seems he's still very. I don't think he was really playing any of the CP9 stuff. I think Lucci has mostly gone away from the CP9 stuff, even though I think the CP9 stuff is really cool. And I also think it's pretty good in this matchup. Like, Kaku hitting Zoros is very good, especially on curve. But, you know, I guess Sakazuki is just one turn, actually not a turn difference if you think about it. It's just if you're going on the first or second curve. So, yeah, definitely makes some sense. This turn was a little bit hard because I was like, alright, I can defend the Zoro from the 7, but then he'll always just clear the Bonnie no matter what, and I'm not going to defend it. And then he'll get to restand. But I was kind of cool with him chucking 2 cards because I'll just block with Chopper. I honestly think he should have swung with Sabo. I don't think he does. Yeah, I think swinging with Sabo wouldn't have been a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, you already kind of cleared most of my board, and you're at 3 life, so taking the swing with the Sabo, asking for at least 1 more card, or potentially outing my Zoro, just sounds like a good play. But we'll pretty easily kind of recover from all that. Still have a decent amount of cards in hand. So yeah, we're looking solid. I'm always fine with kind of just swinging 5, even though they have a 6k blocker, just because I know I had at least 2 more 5k swings with playing the Zoro and then leader affecting, so yeah, we were kind of chilling. Yeah, we're just always going to try to cycle that Bonnie, hit him with 1 more 5, he'll counter, and we'll pass. So we're in a really good spot. We have a very good amount of counter in hand. He plays Garp and a Kuzan very quickly. Yeah, Garp can hit the Zoros. I think he pops a 4-coster list, which is like sometimes really good, but it just barely doesn't make the mark to hit my Law, which is good for me, so can't complain. Yeah, he will kill one of the Zoros with the Garp, then attack me for 6. I'm just gonna take, then attacks me for 7. I'll Radical Beam. I could have maybe taken that, but I think it's better just to play it safe. Have the 1 Dawn up this turn for the Radical Beam, might as well use it. We'll Bonnie, we'll whiff off the Bonnie. It could be worse. Not too bad. and then we're just gonna try to whittle down his hand. Pretty much if he like accepts these 5Ks, I'll just keep going life, but if he defends it with like a 1K here, I might start going for the board, because I'm pretty sure I could clear at least the Garp and the Sakazuki. I'll probably leave the Sabo, because he doesn't really seem to like to swing with it, and I mean the Kuzan isn't too much of a threat. So yeah, we'll go 6 at the Garp. It's also nice because if we put Lucci on like 0 cards, he can't use his leader effect next turn, which means we are kind of really safe. So yeah, that's always something to, I guess, keep in mind against Lucci, is that if you're in these like later game scenarios and they're really trying to save their board, just keep going for board so you don't have to worry about them restanding their leader next turn and just like obliterating you. But yeah, we'll clear the Sakazuki, and then we'll use leader, do the Law Zoro combo, and clear the Garp. And now we're pretty much just chilling now. They're only on 1 card in hand. Yeah. He, I think, just splits his Dawn here and just tries to swing big. Well, once again, he definitely should have just swung with the Sabo, you know? Like, maybe not, I don't know, maybe you want to keep the Sabo for defense, but having 1 card in hand against Law and you're not trying to clear their board, it's 1 card isn't going to do enough. So, I mean, he does go for board, does kill the blocker Law, and then I imagine he'll want to go for like the Zoro here. No, actually just goes for leader, and I'll gladly take that. And finally swings at the Sabo. Yeah, it's looking pretty doomed. We don't really even need to Bonnie. We can just spread out our attacks and should be able to go for game with him only having 1 card. And now he has 0, so it's going to be very easy to just math him out of the game. I'll go 5 again just because, I don't know, maybe he'll take it. And he did. And then we can just go. We could have put the rest on Law. I just put 3 because I know it's above them having double 2K. And we're going for the next game. It always looks so funny, like, just queuing for matches with, like, the sped up video. It's like, I'm trying. We run into a Katakuri. I think this guy was AFK. I did wait a little bit to see if he was there. Maybe I should cut this out, but I don't know. I'll leave it because I don't really like cutting these videos. Our hand looked pretty okay for the game. We didn't have any searchers, which would have been a little bit rough, but you know, we almost always see our first 2 life against Katakuri, so we hopefully could have found some there. We hit the Brook into Brook combo, but yeah, this one definitely would have been draw and life dependent to see how our early game was. We did get to go second, so it is always good. Pretty much means in this matchup they don't get to 10 drop you. Yeah, at least like Law versus Katakuri specifically, because Law is very fast. But yeah, I mean, how are you guys doing, you know? As we're sitting here waiting to see if my opponent on AFKs. What have you guys been enjoying this format? You guys still playing Law? I am. I want to play more Dofi, at least in person. I didn't go to locals this week, so that it always kind of sucks, but it's okay. Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah, I eventually ask him if he's there, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go next. And let's see what we find. We find a queen. Okay, we see a Sanji here, so I keep this hand. Sometimes I kind of like to wait a little bit on the Sanji, because some queen players do attack your life. I don't think it's correct, but I just don't think some people know the idea of like starving someone out yet, so just in case you guys are thinking about playing queen in this matchup, unless I have a Sanji, or like, you know, you see it, definitely just kind of don't give me life cards early, or don't give any Law player life cards early, unless, yeah, again, they have the Sanji, which is the reason that Sanji is so good. But yeah, actually I like to Dadan this turn, and to my regret I bottom deck 2 blocker Laws, so should have just played the Sanji, man. But it's okay, it'd be like that. What are you gonna do? He plays Who's Who, picks up nothing, attacks me for 7, find another Bonnie. It's always nice to have more than one Bonnie. It's always nice to just have a Bonnie. We're gonna swing 5 at him, probably play like Zoro and either the Chopper or the Nami, either one. We'll play Zoro Chopper, and we'll pass. Next turn we'll definitely be able to leader effect, and hopefully find a blocker Law off the 2 of our Namis. We know 2 are at the bottom, So after searching with those 2 Namis, there will be 5 searches away, I think? Yeah, 5 searches away. So, yeah, we find a guard point off life, pick up a starter Nami, play a Bonnie, pick up a Zoro. I'm like, okay, maybe second one. And we do find a Law, just not the one we were looking for. It's fine though, because we're gonna save one of the Bonnies with leader. These attacks were very greedy. Yeah, if I got hit with a trigger that like removed something, I would have been very sad, but never punished. Yeah. And we just passed. They do get a trigger, so it's, you know, it's not all bad for them. They're actually playing the Ice Oni version of Queen, which I think is very interesting. I don't know how good it actually is. I haven't really seen any Queen players using it, but it's definitely cool. I think it's really cool. You know, the 4-drop Queen potentially adding 2 cards. Very cool. He's just gonna beat me up. I'm gonna defend just because I'm like, it's weird playing against Queen like this. So yeah, I'm kind of just playing the spreadsheet. Take the first 2, defend the rest. I don't know. We still don't find a blocker Law, but it's kind of okay. So we really can't, you know, do the restand Law this turn just because we really want to keep our Bonnie. So we're probably just bouncing the Bonnie for the rush Zoro because Bonnie is very important. And if like we play both our Zoros, they get cleared, and then obviously Bonnie will get cleared. We're in a very bad spot, so we're just gonna keep cycling the Bonnie, even if it means my plays aren't gonna be as good. It's alright. We'll play down kind of whatever. Play down the starter Nami, pick up Bonnie, play Zoro, give him 2 Dawn, attack for 7. And probably clear the Queen. Maybe. Opponent, nope, my opponent disappears. So we cleared the Queen himself. Next match. As we speedrun looking for him, we find a Nami. Good matchup for us. What matchups are even bad for Law? Let's be real. Opening hand looked pretty good. You see a Searcher and a blocker Law, so can't complain. Have a bunch of 1-drops, always good. He peel-offs turn 2, plays nothing turn 1. I'll play Brook into starter Nami probably, just to establish an attacker. And we'll give my leader 2 Dawn with both the starter Namis. He'll take, trigger a Sanji's peel-off. Play a Zeph, give me back my Nami. Alright. So we don't have any Zoros. We're probably just going to end up replaying my Searcher Nami with blocker Law. Maybe finding a Zoro. That could always be good. Probably want to put down the Chopper this turn, just to be extra safe from the Zeph. Don't want him milling 7. We're gonna use both our starter Namis to give my leader 2 Dawn. He'll get a Rubber Band of Doom trigger. We'll use leader effect, take back one of the Namis, play Law, take back Searcher Nami, player, and then find a Zoro. Not bad. Bottom deck another, blocker Law, but it's okay. I'll swing 5 at my Brook. I probably want to defend it, and then I can use the Chopper for the Zeph swing. Still has 3 Dawn, has a ton of cards in hand. That's what's getting, that's just like the triggers. I feel like it's almost normal for Nami just to get a whole bunch of draw 2 triggers off life. He actually plays Nojiko. It doesn't bounce my Brook. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit peculiar. To be fair, I do think I would have still been able to rebuild my board by, you know, playing the Brook, so maybe fair, but I mean, why even play the Nojiko at that point, you know? But we're gonna Otama his Zeph, and I'm just gonna bully the Zeph. If he wants to defend a 4K, that's pretty cool with me, honestly. I could go 6 on one of them, obviously, but I'm kind of fine if he just wants to drain his hand, because he had a ton in hand. He still has a ton in hand. So yeah, we've swung it 3 times with 5, make it 4, or 3, sorry, about to be 4. Yeah, still keep our Nami, or Bonnie, sorry. And he does choose to defend all of these hits. Down to 4 cards in hand now. Immediately 3000 Worlds my Law, attacks me for 7. I might just take this, because, yeah. I think he had like 20 something in deck. I know I I grazed over that very quick, but that's just because this is sped up. He'll go 5 at my Zoro. I'll defend it, and he'll pass. No blocker law in hand. Do have a restand law though. Restand law is probably good enough. We can play the Bonnie, but I think we really just want to restand law this turn. We'll go 6 at the Zeph. I imagine he'll let it go, only having 2 cards in hand by now. Yeah, he lets it go. And we'll just go 5 at life. He'll take. We'll go 5 at life again. He'll defend it. We'll go 5 at life with Nami. He will defend it. We'll play down Chopper, and then use leader, take back Otama, restand law, attack for 7, which is pretty much just guaranteed taking a life, and gets a trigger with Desert Spada. Not bad, not bad, and we'll pass. We're looking very good. Does have the Sanji Pilaf, which is definitely a good card to have in that spot. Swing 7 at my Brook. I'm probably fine with just letting the Brook go. Not as important as Zoro. Go 7 at Zoro. Probably just block this. Yeah. And then he plays a Mr. 1. Picks up. I don't know if he's... I mean, I imagine by now he probably has a Gavel in Graveyard, but I don't know if he wants to take a Gavel. Yeah, he takes back a Rubber Band. So he really doesn't have a lot of defense this turn, honestly. So we'll probably just be able to go for game. I am just going to kind of free clear the Bellamere. So, yeah, just because, I mean, why not? Don't have to worry about another thing challenging my board next turn. We'll play Bonnie, pick up a Zoro, and then we're just going to attack him a whole bunch. Go 5 at his life, he takes. We'll go 3 Dawn on Law, attack for 9. I imagine he'll be able to get out of this, but it's going to cost him quite a couple cards. Yep, we'll go 5 with leader. He'll counter. And then we'll just bounce into Rush Zoro and swing for 6. And even if he can get out of this, we're pretty much secured to win that game. And yeah, does die to it anyway. And alright, so we're playing against a Yamato now. Another good matchup for Law. Law is just very good in the yellow. Yeah, we'll have a pretty strong start, honestly. We'll play Nami Nami. 2 different ones, but still. And just pass it to him. Attacks me for 5. I'll take it. And he plays a Sparrow. Very good, very good. We'll pick up a starter Nami. Probably just gonna play her in like the starter Zoro. We'll play her, give a Dawn the lead, attack for 6. He'll take. We'll play Zoro. Give him a Dawn for fun, and we'll pass. He's on 5 Dawn now. Probably wants to play a vanilla. I think Yamato is like... Doesn't she want to go first? I feel like she's one of the few red, like yellow decks that kind of want to go first. We find another blocker Law, so that's kind of crazy. We'll counter out of the second 5k. He'll play Randolph and pass. We find another Dodon. So we're probably just gonna clear the Sparrow and then swing a bunch at life. Yep, play Zoro, attack Sparrow for 5. He will take. And let's see what he finds. Finds another Sparrow. I think it's funny he can add himself. We'll go 7 with Zoro. Nothing. We'll go 5 with leader, or 6 with leader, one of them. Go 6, he'll take. And I'll get absolutely obliterated by a Thunderbolt. This is a really big misplay, because as you see I had 3 Dawn left. I'm kind of used to just leaving an extra 1 up for a 1-drop, and then, you know, if that happens, I just play the 1-drop and still leader effect, so I definitely was kind of autopiloting and wasn't looking at my hand, so I definitely got punished pretty hard. I feel like that is how a lot of the time you lose his Law to yellow, so just be wary of that if you're a Law player. Always try to leave 1 Dawn up as long as you have a 1-drop in that scenario when you're swinging with stuff, because it can get pretty bad pretty quickly. He'll play 7-drop. I'll just trash my life. I'll do my best here. We'll use Nami. Probably attack with a Dodon. I can't really challenge the Randolph without an Otama. I was hoping that the Dawn would find an Otama, but it's okay. I'll go 5 at life. He'll take. Maybe getting a trigger. Gets a Sovereignty trigger, or an Arrow trigger, they're the same thing. We'll leader effect. Take back Nami. Play down Law. Use Law. Take back Dodon. Play Chopper. Go Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like yeah. I start fumbling really bad here. I swing for 4. Yep. For some reason, I was like, wait, wrong Nami. So yeah, this is a great showing from your boy this game. Attack for 6, he'll take, and I will pass it back. He's on 9 Dawn now. Plays Yamato, kills my chopper, heals a life, clears my Nami, that's fine. Swings 7 at me. I have no 2Ks in hand, so defending is very awkward right now. I can like block with Law, double 1K, but then Law probably gets cleared anyway. That is what we do, but yeah. Even with my mouse, you can see how it just dies. Should have probably just taken it, and I don't know. It was a rough spot to defend there. We'll play Nami, pick up a Zoro. Play the Zoro, attack for 5. Thinking about it. Does counter for 2. I'll attack for 5 with leader. If I get hit with like a Thunderbolt here, I think I automatically lose. So yeah, I'm kind of, after the 2 misplays, I was just I definitely did not care. I'm like, if I get Thunderbolted, whatever, I lose this game anyway. He'll take the 5 from the Dawn after playing Brook, and will leader effect. Take back the Brook. Zoro, Law, Zoro, you know, usual stuff. Attack for 7 with Zoro. Put him to 0, and pass with 2 cards in hand and 1 blocker against 3 huge bodies. This could never go wrong. Maybe he wants to clear my Zoro and my Dawn. Thoughts? That's a play. He could go for that play. Goes 1 Dawn on Lin, attacks for 9. I'll take. Attacks for 10 with Yamato. And yeah, I'm not even gonna bother blocking. You got it. So yeah, that is the end of this little series, I guess. If you guys want me to do this with other decks, let me know. I don't know if I'll get as far as I did with Law. But yeah. Also, don't suck like me. Play around triggers. Like, in my mind I was, but in my hand, yeah, I didn't have a 1 cost, so I actually wasn't. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.